super athlete. And in our days, he couldn't, there wasn't anything he couldn't do as an athlete. He wasn't the tallest guy, but he could go underneath and score anytime he wanted to. One of my best friends I got.
He was 5 years older than me, but he was my idol. He was an athlete that I wanted to become later on. And he was, like John said, strong, and he could play baseball, football, basketball. I heard he's probably a better football player than he was at basketball, but Ron was kind of my idol.
I'll let Mike talk about Noblesville.
Yes, I think that year, of course, we did not have class basketball back then, and Noblesville was unbeaten, and they were probably #1 in the state when Jackson Central went to play Noblesville, and it ended up, it was a team effort, because when you hold Noblesville to 60, I think the score was 62-60, I think, and when you hold Noblesville to 60 points, that took a team effort. It was not all Ron, but Ron scored 45 points on his own. He just dominated the game.
That was one of the highlights of our 4 years together playing ball. But Glenn Harper, one of the best coaches around, and it was funny at halftime. Our locker rooms right next to each other. Harper was screaming at those boys, trying to wake them up. But for some reason, we could pass the ball anytime we wanted to. Ron, he was natural with his 2 points before the 3-point shot. But yeah, that was one of the Noblesville game was and every time we beat Noblesville, that's a season right there. So that's pretty well what Mike and I think about the same way with Noblesville.
Ron was a very friendly basketball, football, and baseball player, but he always took the time to talk to the younger children, and I appreciated that.
The junior high kids always hanging around Ronnie and everything. He never shoved them away. Like Mike said, he'd take time to talk to him. But his personality was unbelievable. I'm really proud of Ronnie. He's a natural athlete. In any sport he played, he was the best. As soon as he got out of high school, he went toward Vietnam. And sorry to say, he got wounded pretty badly. But he never got down on it and everything. But he's quite a man, I tell you. He's a good old local boy, country boy out there on Knott Road, right there north of Arcadia. You'd have to be walking around and talking to him to really find out what type of person he was.
I went in the service as well after high school, and Ron and I got out at the same time, so we got to spend some moments together, and that was a big deal for me because I really looked up to Ron. And he could have had an attitude, but he did not. He was Ron Ackles.
I tell you what, I wasn't sure what Mitch was going to have us doing and all this, but I really took me a few hours to get back to 1950. We were Atlanta Golden Gophers, but we really clicked together and everything. And like I say, Ron and I went through 12 years of school together, playing sports together. Show you how Ron was such an outstanding athlete. He was actually in the 5th grade that he was playing with the 8th grade team up there at Atlanta. I'm very proud of Ronnie, what he's done through the school years. Looked up to Ronnie to what he did after school. He enlisted in the United States Marine Corps and went right over to Vietnam. And he got wounded very bad. And it really could have messed him up completely, but he went through that tough time and everything. But you figure from the time, sports, and then I just want to thank Ron for serving, giving us the freedom we have. I say, God bless you, Ron. You're my friend. Thank you.
Yeah, I would like to congratulate Ron for, it's been a long time, almost 60 years. to get this honor. But anyway, Ron, I want to thank you for